Between 1862 and 1968, over 4,700 people were lynched in America, and 72% of those people were black. This woman behind me made it her life's mission to ensure everybody knew the truth, even if it meant that she could end up as part of that statistic. This is Badass Black History, Ida B. Wells edition. It's March 1892 in Memphis, Tennessee. A dispute at a local grocery store leads to 3 black men being arrested: Thomas Moss, Calvin McDowell, and Will Stewart, all African Americans and co-owners of the People's Grocery, were arrested without due process, and that night a mob of white men descended upon the jail, took the men, and brutally murdered them and left them in a field. One of the men was Thomas Moss, and he was friends with Ida B. Wells, who was living in Memphis at the time. Ida Bell Wells was born in 1862 as an enslaved person. After the Civil War and into adulthood, she gained a reputation as a humanitarian and a person who would stand up against segregation and for civil rights. As soon as Ida found out about this lynching, she penned an inflammatory and dangerous editorial in the local newspaper, the Free Press. Bro, this is what opened my eyes to what lynching really was: an excuse to get rid of Negroes who were acquiring wealth and property and thus keep the race terrorized. The mob would destroy the press and cause her to flee to New York City. This only fired her up as she continued to publicize the horrors of lynching. She wrote 2 pamphlets, was able to catalog over 241 lynchings. She even went to the president in 1898 to urge him to pass reforms against lynching. And she was a co-founder of the NAACP. Ida was pretty damn cool. Podcast episode.